Hey Taurus, welcome to Germany Tarot. We're going to do last week of May into June. This is from around the 28th to the 4th of June. See what shakes out. We're going to do some Gypsy Witch. Pretty cool. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. 1, 2. This feels real like straightforward. No shenanigans. Real cut and dry. Solid shuffling. 1, 2. There she is. Okay. So this time I'm going to do more of like a past, present, future-ish kind of feel. And with it overall energy, overall what's underneath here. All right, so the park. Park is information coming out. It could also be social gatherings. It's a good card. It's positive. Because then you have the ring and the dog. So you're finding out about some kind of loyalty. There's a commitment. If you take the ring as a cycle, things could be starting over again. You could be getting back out there. The dog is you're finding out where loyalty is, friendships, relationships. Doesn't necessarily have to be a love situation, which is okay. The overall energy, though, is the snake, which I'm getting still there's like a defensiveness about it. I don't know if somebody trusts it 100% because the under energy is the guy. So I don't know if this is Taurus, who's kind of like, I don't know about this, or maybe somebody else is waiting in the wings, or there's kind of like somebody is skeptical, or I want to say, did somebody change their ways? We're going to dig a little bit. I want to find out more. So let's talk about the park. What's going to come out? What's going to be, what kind of social situation is Taurus going to find themselves in? Well, there's the bear. So I think, the bear is protective and everything, and just noting that the whip is on the bottom. So maybe it is the protective thing. Although, considering the coming out aspect, the bear also hibernates. And this is, coming out time for bears. This is, waking up, coming out. So if it's not the aggressive aspect, I think maybe it's kind of like you're still grumpy, but you're coming out. What's this ring talking about? Well, the mountain. There's the block. Which is, I want to find out what the block's about. Okay. Who's got an ego going on with the Piggins? And the ego, there's like the star, which is everything you want and the meeting up and everything. But this is almost like sour in the milk. If that makes sense, it's like someone is getting what they want and not being too cool about it. Like, it's that, or maybe they think they have it in the bag. That's what I'm getting. There's like a trust factor. And then over the dog, you have the wine, which is happiness and stuff. But I want to find out. Sometimes that can be like, good time, Charlie. You're not 100% sold on someone's intentions. Crossroads. Okay. Well, yeah, that leaves you with decisions, but what? The fox. This also came out for Aries, so I don't know what kind of crossroads. The fox is you are being wily. You are not making decisions off the cuff. And it doesn't matter how much fun or how it seems like you're getting what you want. I want to know what's going on with this guy down here. Like, what Why is he... All right. The Tower. It's commitment. There's something going on with a level of commitment. And even if you have the dog and the ring and stuff, the snake over top of it all doesn't give me the warm fuzzies. And I feel like this is Taurus being like, that's nice and all. And it's interesting because Aries kind of had the same energy of just like, yeah, that's cute. But, and then the Rider, it's like they want to be up in your business. But I don't know if you're having it, Taurus. So on the snake, no, you're not. Because here's the swords. And the swords is that, you know, if a snake is going to bite you, well, the swords are going to get stabby. That's it. So what are we defensive about? Let's find out what we're talking about with the defensiveness. That's two. Is that 3 though? Okay. So here's the coffin. It's not death. It's not like, you know, everyone's like, oh, coffin. No, this is more of like, there's a definitive switch. There's a before, there's an after with the coffin. There's a being and then a different way of being after this happens. So this is the switch that I think, because here's the bouquet, here's the bride. This is the union. That's, you know, here's a nice offer. It's all pretty. Here's the bride getting what you want without any kind of ego stuff attached to it. But someone's got to change their ways. That's what I'm getting here. So we're going to get into the tarot and dig a little deeper. But whatever bill of goods is being sold, you're not taking it because there's still a major hesitancy there. And it's not like you're saying this whole thing has to die or you're over it. It's more like I'll accept it when I know that there's a genuineness to it and not, pardon, this ego, you think you have me thing. Because I'm watching and you say you're loyal, but no, you're still kind of like Good Time Charlie in. So you're making me have a decision and I'm just going to wait you out. So that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, you know, I could take it, but I don't need it. So we're moving on with the Sacred Rose Tarot. So 2 wanted to come out there. We're going to do like a 3 position. It's too many. 3 position with, oh, you're getting twinsies. 3 position with an overall outcome. Like an overall vibe. Okay, that's like a lot of overall. Let's put y'all back. Not seeing the others. I'm seeing some good stuffs. Okay. Before I get into it, I'm going to pull one more just so I can get the full story before I start flapping my gums. All right. Okay. All right. It's funny because Aries got this too. Bottom of the deck is the World. This is the end of a cycle. This is, you know, end of the line. This is kind of like the coffin, time to turn over card. It's kind of the gist here. So, 10 of Wands. Who's carrying the majority of the burden? Who is just tired? Who's over it? Who is just, you know, like, you know, get off my back. And see this guy, he's like hemmed in. Like they kind of made like a fence around him and he's laying on the ground and he's like, do you mind? Then you have the 7 of Pentacles, which I think kind of like, maybe this is like the dude who's like before, and this is kind of the after in this situation, because the 7 of Pentacles is about waiting and cultivating and just seeing what happens. Foxy, waiting. And I think maybe it gets away from them, where you're just holding and holding, and you're I'm losing my voice on this one. Yikes. Then you have the Fool. That's great. That's a new beginning. That happens after the World card. Fabu, right? But then you have the Three of Cups on top of it, which is a reunion card and all. And it's a celebration, but potentially could be a third party. So are there too many players on the field? Potentially. And I'll tell you why I say that when I get up to it. But you have the 10 of Cups, which is, I almost said 10 of Wands again. But you have the 10 of Cups, which is a different kind of 10, which is a different kind of completion, which is stability in your emotions. It's good. It's happy. It's home. It's family. It's a very positive card. You know, you have everything you need to be fulfilled. And for me, at least, it's an emotional capacity since it's cups. Why I'm saying too many players on the field. Devil card. Could be a Capricorn. All right, I'll give you that much. But that's funny because that could be an Aries. Back there with the Fool. But you have the Devil. It's temptation. It's choices. Wine, crossroads. Just saying. So that doesn't make me feel cozy because I was like, well, let's explain the Devil card before we go in. You know, I don't like taking stuff to dark places. But you have two queens. So, Taurus, is someone being juggled? Are you juggling? And even though they are women, it doesn't really matter if they're women because this could easily be, you know, it's just energies. And the queens are more action-y oriented. I mean, because you have the knights, which are rushing in. Then you have the queens, which are more, they feel their stuff a little more. The kings are kind of like, I've been through it. I'm sitting back. This is still kind of stuff's in motion. Queen of Cups. So it could be a water sign. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign. So maybe is someone making a decision between Taurus and, you know, water sign? I don't know. I'm going to pull one more because that's what I get. I feel like somebody is feeling themselves. Well, that was rather like, boom. Okay. So we have the High Priestess, right? That's secrets. That's intuition. That's knowing. Okay. Chariot. This is victory. This is riding in. Guess what? Ta-da! Yeah, so this is whatever it is, I think you already know. I think, and maybe I'm going to do the Art of Life tarot on top of this stuff, but I just get this feeling like Taurus is not dumb. Taurus will wait it out. Taurus knows. That's the thing. It's like, and you will snake and you will swords and you will do all that stuff. It's like you're giving someone enough rope to hang themselves. It's I'm going to let you keep talking even though I know you're lying. So let's talk about the Art of Life here. So what can we tell Taurus for this last week of May into June? Whoa, Queen of Wands. Now we got like another chick on the field. But this is the chick of action. This is the queen of fire, of getting stuff done. And this is, you know, she's a strong chick. I mean, look at her just sitting there like, I'm good. But I want to find out what is the action? What's this victory and intuition and stuff that she's bringing? What's, if we're going by the Sacred Rose? Judgment. Boom. Yeah. So I think whatever intuition and emotions get put into action, which are judgment, which goes into the Tower. And I don't remember the coffin. This is at the Tower, with the Tower. This is like the coffin is like the Tower card in Gypsy Witch. There's a before, there is an after, and you're clearing the deck. You're wiping the slate. I want to find one more on why this is Eight of Swords. Okay. You still feel bound to something. You still feel like you owe somebody something. I don't think you do. I mean, considering the judgment, and if someone is juggling, like, now's the time to not be juggling. So, all right, what's the Eight of Swords? What is Taurus bound to? Or Eight of Swords could just also mean, maybe you need to sit on it, like with the watching and waiting. Like, do let them, carve their own headstone with their actions. Okay. Six of Pentacles, Strength, King of Swords. That's so weird because Aries got something incredibly similar. Six of Pentacles. It's the balance. You're not going to let anyone throw you off your game. And this here, you see someone is taking care of someone in this, as opposed to giving pentacles out or whatever. It's more of like a protective, caring thing, which is nice. With the Strength, Taurus, high, obviously strong. Leo as well, but I also think of Taurus with the bull situation. So it's, and the strength of mind that I think Taurus has, with this judgment stuff going on. And then the King of Swords. Dude can make a decision. Might seem cold while he's doing it, but it's going to happen. And it's funny, I just want to point out, Death is on the bottom. So I don't know how much more illusion to change we can have, and what's behind Death. The Magician, okay, with the Ten of Cups. Remember he had the Ten of Cups back here with the Star, and then the Chariot. Okay, see, this is you lining up to clear out crap and getting back in line with yourself. That's because big stuff is on the other side of whatever that coffin moment is, whatever the Tower moment is, whatever the Death moment is. There's a lot waiting on the other side. I feel like something's holding you back with that Eight of Swords stuff. You owe no one. You know your judgment. You know yourself. It's, if someone's not on the up and up, you're enough to juggle by yourself. You don't need anyone else stealing your spotlight. Pulling from the crystal deck, we have Quartz, which is amplifier, reflective, receptive. Sunstone, good fortune, willpower, originality. Hi. So, Sunstone is call upon your power and independence to drive your goals forward. Let light flow into all you undertake. Now, Quartz, this is like, it does it all. It slices, dices, clears your energy. It's faboo. So then we have focus on what part of your life you need assistance and be open to the healing to achieve what you desire. All right. I want one more. I'm so bad. I'm like, just want another one. Just round out the story for me, Crystal Deck. Please. Let's do this for Taurus, huh? Malachite. Sweet. Change, journey, healing, timeless wisdom. All right. Ball's in your court, Taurus. Need to break old patterns and embrace change. It asks us to take responsibility for transforming our lives. Okay. Yeah. Even if it might seem scary, you have got the nuts and the bolts, and it's time to start building. And if it requires leaving someone in the dust, so be it. Because like I said, you have so much lining up. I'm excited to see next week's, because I feel like whatever gets cleared out with this full moon and everything coming, it's bringing so much your way, I think. All right, Taurus. I'll be talking to you next week. Until then, be well.